Let's talk about some upgrades for the Henry H001 22 caliber rifle. This is Henry's basic 22 lever action rifle. I'm not going to try to do a full review. There are plenty of those on YouTube. I just want to talk about some upgrades that I've done to this rifle, and I'm going to apologize in advance. We've got some heavy traffic running behind the property today, but I wanted to get this video on the channel, so we're just going to press ahead. The first upgrade we did, and this rifle has been checked before we started. So the first upgrade I did to this rifle was this Hi-viz front sight. Let me see if I can tilt this up. You can see here, this is the original sight. You see it's got that metal post in it. You can see in the video, the Hi-viz, besides the green piping in there, has got a cut-away hood, so the sunlight can get in and but still protect the front sight. I found this very useful. I'm wearing bifocals these days, so it's a little easier to pick up that front sight. This is an easy swap. There's a single screw. Take the screw out, slide this off, slide the replacement on there. Now this does come with full instructions here on the back. Talks about sight installation. To change light pipes, the green came on here out of the packaging, but it also has this little container. It's got white, kind of an orange, and in between, you probably can't see it, but there is a black light pipe, so you can swap them out. Now this green is not as bright as some others that I have seen, but it's bright enough. Again, it's a simple upgrade. This is $30 to $35 depending on where you get them. Amazon has them, Henry has them. You can see here. The next upgrade is the saddle ring receiver cover. It's a $50 part from Henry. I've never seen it sold anywhere else, only in Henry. And here's the original receiver cover. Now when you clean this rifle, this all comes off as you see. You set it aside to clean the rifle and then replace it. So replacing it with the saddle ring receiver cover is simple. The only thing there is, since this has not been sitting on a rifle for quite a while, it's going to be a little snug when you slide it on, so just work with it. It'll go on. Just be patient. Slide it on there, and after it's been sitting on the rifle for a while, I don't think you'll have any problems the next time you go to clean it. But that's basically what you get. I added this little piece of leather. Watched a lot of TV westerns and such, and so this was kind of a must. They were out of stock during the pandemic for probably 5 or 6 months, so as soon as they came in, I ordered one. $50 maybe just for what you see here, maybe too much. I wouldn't argue with you. Now the next upgrade was to replace the original lever with the big loop lever, and just for comparison, we'll try to overlay the original on here. You can see how much bigger the big loop, Henry's big loop, is. Now Henry does provide instructions here with this part. It's a simple replacement. When you clean the rifle, of course, it'll all be stripped down. Study the way the original sits in there, read the instructions, take your time. Once you've got the rifle stripped down for cleaning, it only really takes about 10 minutes to make this replacement. The last upgrade I want to talk about is the leather wrap. This one you see here came from an outfit called Hellhound Leather. They have a store on Etsy, and memory serves it was $32. And if that seems kind of pricey, keep in mind that this leather wrap also comes with the sinew, the stitching material, and 2 needles, written instructions, and also a video that shows you how to do the baseball stitch. And you can see how nice and tight that is. So I think it was worth the money. Doesn't take a lot of time. I put this on before I installed the this large loop lever on the rifle. I don't know that it was any easier. I thought it would be. I don't think so. I don't know that it's any easier than maybe once the loop is installed, the large loop lever is installed, maybe putting a piece of string or something to tie this down and then install it might be the smarter option. It just depends on you. But again, I thought installing it on the part before I installed the part would be easier, and it turned out it wasn't. Now, just for a comparison, this is one that I came up with just out of some scrap leather. It's functional, but obviously it's not as attractive as this one. And if memory serves, the instructions talk about using a leather conditioning product in order to take the bend out of this so it curves a little better. I did not do that. It's probably worth doing if that bothers you. But besides the aesthetics, it does make it a little smoother, a little softer if you're really going to work that lever here. Well, that's all I've got. If you've got any upgrades that you've done to yours, please share them in the comments. And if you've got any ideas, constructive criticism, please put them in the comments. And stay safe.